Goose brava, goose brava, goose brava. Hey friends, welcome back to Babe Approved Rides. We are in the middle of pure and utter chaos. The truck is a mess. It's in a million parts. Currently sitting in this cab and it is just a mess. So I think where we're at, we have a ton more body work to do. We basically have to get this cab completely ready to go. We got to fit everything to it, all the new brake pedals, all of that good stuff. We got to get this cab basically ready to go before we send it off to paint, so that way we can make sure that the paint turns out nice and pretty and that we're not drilling holes after the painting is done, because who wants to do that? Nobody wants to drill into freshly painted a beautiful body. So I think we're gonna be working on the cab primarily today. We do have a few more patch panels that we have to put together and put on the truck. It's so funny because where we bought this truck at Simple C10's house versus where we're working on it here in Josh's shop versus where we're sending it off to paint and body is all within like a 2-mile radius. It's crazy. Welcome to the small town life. So we are currently at Josh's shop working on the body, getting this all ready to go. Steven, who actually sold us the frame, and you've seen him in a couple of our videos, he lives right down the street and he's the one doing most of our paint work. So we'll be sure to take you guys over there so you can see that as well. But for today, we're gonna try to get as much of this done before we take it over to Steven's. Let's get to work. Not me freaking out. Guys, we have so much work left to do. Oh my gosh, here I am thinking we're almost done. We're not almost done. I'm just taking inventory of all the things that we have to do. So this door, we gotta finish that. Not done yet. We have a whole other door that we gotta get through. We also have this footstep thing that we gotta replace. And not just one, we got this footstep place that we gotta replace. We gotta dry fit all the pedals and everything into here. We gotta patch up all these holes in the firewall that we're not gonna be using or utilizing, and then we gotta drill new holes in. You guys, I'm trying not to have a minor panic attack, but I might be freaking out. We set a goal for us that we want to have this done by September 30th, because we want to go to C10 Nationals, and then we have another car event in October, middle of October. So worst case scenario, we definitely want to have it done for that, but my gosh, we gotta get our butts into high gear. Like I said, we have full-time jobs. All of us have full-time jobs. This is just something that we're doing on nights and weekends. And we better kick it into high gear.
I've been trying to tell everybody, I already did my calendar check and we are
off schedule. You're a really bad project manager. You got us over budget and off the timeline.
I want it nice. I want custom interior. Sure. Don't look at the debit account.
Okay, we're gonna keep a positive attitude and we're gonna work as hard as we can, and we're gonna have faith. We're gonna have faith that we can get this done in 60 more days. Surely we can. I guess it's less than 60 days. Okay, anyway, let's get to work. You know how I told you that we had to basically get the cab ready before we send it off to paint? So that includes the air conditioning system that we're putting in here. Actually, it's air, heat, and defrosting. What are we working with?
We're trying to install an Old Air Hurricane system, which is their newest, latest, and greatest, all electronic controlled. So no pulls, nothing like that. And we are currently trying to figure out where to drill our 3-inch entry hole into the cab and what we can plug and whatnot. And of course, there are instructions and pictures that are clear as mud. After you've done one of these, I'm sure this is super simple, but we're trying to keep this firewall really clean, so we're gonna plug up anything we don't need.
So Josh has the diagram and the instructions.
Inside.
The inside, so we're gonna try to...
It all goes right behind the glove box.
There'll be a hole right here about 3 inches. We're just trying to double and make sure where that hole is.
Old Air out of Fort Worth. We went with their system built specifically for the 55 to 59 body styles.
I haven't used this before. Pretty much, if you're in the market, it seems to be Vintage Air or Old Air. Rumor has it that this newest system's better than Vintage Air, but we'll see. You know, there's no way to find out other than just trying it, so.
We'll let you know.
The main, okay, I'll just break it down. I could get a hold of one of these and didn't have to wait 5 months for one to be built. So, thanks for getting it out to us quickly.
So we'll keep you posted on how it goes. So far, how do we rate the instructions? What letter grade would we give them?
I think they're simple. They're just so simple we don't believe it.
It's just we don't want to cut a hole until we're positive. That's the problem.
Ain't nothing you can't patch back up, dog.
If this truck wasn't getting painted, we'd have already drilled the hole.
Yeah.
I was just telling them I won a coloring contest one year, Arts and Crafts at the Pomada, and I wanted a telescope, and it was not a very good one. That's why Pomada's no longer a thing, I don't believe.
They were too cheap.
Yeah.
It's hole drilling time. Dry fit in the AC unit.
So we're trying to mount this, and this actually had an adjustable pedal, and they just cut it off right here. So if you cut it,
it was fully extended.
Yeah, it was out a little longer than this. So if you cut that off just a little bit, you can actually slide a drill on it and pull it in that way, if it's gonna work this time and not spin for me. Adjust your pedal all the way in, because we want it closer to the floor.
Because it's just awkward.
You can also go the other way and go out further, but I don't think that'll work in this. That's all.
Little life hack.
3, 2, 1.
I am such an amateur YouTuber. I realize as I'm editing this video that I have not been narrating a lot because I've been hands-on working on this truck, and I need to take a step back and give you a little overview and narrate what's going on at this point in the build. At this point in the build, we are still trying to get this cab ready to go to paint. So we are painting the truck, and we want to make sure that everything looks good, that the body is in solid shape, that we're patching up any holes that we're gonna have. You know, all of that, we have to make sure that it's ready to go before we send it there. We also have to go through, I don't know if you guys noticed, but on our firewall, there's a million holes. It literally looks like a block of Swiss cheese. Like, there's so many holes, and we're not gonna be using that many holes on the firewall, so we gotta go through and patch and weld through all of those holes. Also, both doors, the passenger and the driver's side door, the bottom of the doors are heavily rusted through. So we're gonna have to go in and replace those. The steps when you go into the cab, those are completely rusted through, so we're gonna have to remove that. The outer cab corners are rusted. So those are the main body pieces that we do. We say we gotta prep the cab. That's what we're gonna be working on. And then once those patch panels are on, we then have to go in and dry fit the door, dry fit the fenders, make sure that our measurements were right, make sure that everything is smooth and it fits. And then once that is all said and done, then we will ship that all off to paint, and hopefully we'll be done with Bodywork. It's taking much longer. This has by far been the most challenging part of the build for me. The welding and the grinding, we're all sort of learning this part together. So anyway, it's been a challenge, but it's been fun. In next week's video, we'll start showing you all the patch panels that we plan on doing. I'll make sure to document all of that so you can see the befores and the after, and it's just gonna be so gorgeous. I also plan on doing a design video so you guys can see the colors of the truck, aesthetically what it's gonna look like. It'll just be stunning. If you wanna see that, make sure that you subscribe. If you like today's video, please give us a like and let us know what you think about our truck so far down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This was Babe Approved Rides. Until next week, we'll see you soon.